Hello future LPTs, here's the part 1 drills for General Education English. Are you ready? Let's review. By the way, the timer is only 10 to 15 seconds. Kindly pause the video to have more time to answer. Now let's get started. Paul blank playing the guitar as a hobby? The correct answer is option B, enjoys. Tandaan ang concord or subject-verb agreement. Singular nouns go with singular verbs, plural nouns go with plural verbs. In this question, meron tayong singular noun at naka-present tense rin ito. So we will use a singular verb para maging tama ang sentence. Kailangan kaya nyo ring mag-identify what type of sentences para alam mo kung anong verb ang gagamitin. Remember, there's always exception to the rules I've mentioned. My sister and I met an acquaintance of blank at SM Mega Mall. The correct answer is option C, ours. Comment below if you want to explain this one since self-explanatory na ito. A lot of water blank needed to irrigate the parched land. The correct answer is letter B, is. Blank clothing is advised to be worn during summer. The correct word is loose. Option B. Improve your vocabulary and comprehension to get the correct answer. I can't find blank cellular phone. May I use blank mark? The correct answer is option A, my, yours. The family members were blank in the beach party. The correct answer is option C, all together. Tandaan ang pagkakaiba ng dalawa. Marami kasi ang nalilito sa all together sa isang all together. Then, understand carefully the question para alam nyo kung ano o alin ang gagamitin. Many a child blank left to the care of relatives while the parents work. The correct answer is option A, is. Since the word child is singular, so it takes singular verb. Tandaan na ang phrase na many a can be singular or plural form of the verb depending on the antecedent. Despite her parents' complaints, she decided to live by blank in Davao. The correct pronoun is option C, herself. Mathematics blank the most difficult subject in the board licensure examination for professional teachers. The correct answer is letter B, remains. Nasa screen na ang brief ratio ko, pabasa na lang. Only 20% of the total number of students blank able to pass the comprehensive exam last year. The correct answer is option A, were. Again, gaya ng sinasabi ko, understand carefully before sumagot. Since the noun is plural at nasa past tense, gagamitin natin ang were, letter A. Bread and butter sandwich blank my favorite snack. This is one of the exception to the rules of subject-verb agreement na na-explain ko kanina. Tandaan, if the two nouns join by and represent a singular idea, then the verb is singular. Regine was articulate and well-mannered. What does articulate means? Since this question refers to a person, an articulate person, so the correct answer is option C, able to express oneself clearly. Again, expand your vocabulary since in let, marami talaga kayong may encounter ng mga deep words or phrases. Which type of reading is choral reading? Honestly, it could be shared or guided, but the best answer here is option A, reading aloud to students. Your boyfriend is paying for your plane ticket. The correct answer is option B, isn't he? Blessed are blank, sorrowing for blank shall be comforted. The correct answer is the they, letter B. My grandma had some lucid moments before she died. She was blank. When we say lucid, it means clear or malinaw, intelligible or sane. An erratic behavior suggests one that is blank. Okay, the correct word synonymous to erratic behavior is inconsistent, letter D. Wise people can blank with frustrations. Tandaan, magkaiba ang cope with sa cope up. Once may makita kayong with sa sentence, that's the clue na ang sagot dyan ay cope and not cope up. When it comes to grammar, lalong-lalo na sa board exams or any scholarly articles, mas better na piliin ang cope than the cope up. Of course, depende pa rin naman sa tanong. Curtail most nearly means to cut short or reduce, letter C. She is a vision of feminine pulchritude stands for blank. Loveliness, comeliness, and physical beauty, so the correct answer is letter A, beauty. Which word must have the primary stress in the sentence below if you want to emphasize possession? That is my opinion. Okay, we use pronouns to refer to possession and belonging. The best possessive determiner is the pronoun my, letter B. She wrote a first-rate report. What does it say about the report? When we say first-rate, it means that they are extremely good and of the highest quality. So the correct answer is option D, excellent. A good writer supports his generalization with blank examples. The correct answer is concrete, letter A. Listening, speaking, reading, writing, and viewing are collectively known as blank. These are the acquisition of learning. Tandaan ang 5 macro skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing, and last, viewing. We need the skills para maging effective ang interpersonal communication. In the cueing system, this is about vocabulary and coming up with meanings in a context. The keyword natin ay ang meanings in a context. So the correct answer is semantics. She is a star in the heavens above. What figure of speech is used? Since there's a comparison between two things that are otherwise unrelated, so it is metaphor. Which of the following is Mark Twain's novel? The correct answer is Tom Sawyer. Which literary piece is considered the oldest epic in England? The correct answer is Beowulf, an old English poem and has its own value. He is considered as the greatest English writer. He is known as the Bard of Avon. I already discussed this question in Gen Ed Part 1. Anyway, tandaan lang ang Bard of Avon. The answer will be William Shakespeare. Here's the next question. Okay, si Hera kasi ang makukonsidered as consort of Zeus, queen of heaven and goddess of marriage and of the life of women. Kapag makita nyo ang clue words na chief goddess and closely resembling the Greek Hera, the correct answer will be Juno. Which of the verbs is pronounced with id at the end? Of course, madali lang to. I-pronounce lang ng tama. The correct answer is letter C, needed. Number 32 question. Marami-rami ang keywords sa question. Anyway, the correct answer is option B, pausing. Which word has the C pronounced as K? Cessation, church, charity, Christmas. The correct answer is letter D, Christmas. News travels as fast as the wind. The line is a simile. Kinumpare ang news sa wind at gumamit ng word na as. Nothing happens in this world by chance. It is all part of a grand design. The author speaks of one's blank. Of course, it is destiny, letter A. Which tone is generally used to end sentences in a normal speaking situation? The correct answer is low pitch level. Tandaan, in a normal speaking situation. Unless na lang kung nakikipag-away ka at sumisigaw. The Rizal Day celebration reminds us about heroes worth blank. The best word is emulating. Letter B. It is the celebrated autobiography of Carlos Bulosan. Okay, Carlos Bulosan, a Filipino author, poet, and activist who immigrated to US. He is best remembered for his semi-fictional, semi-autobiographical novel, America is in the Heart. Number 39 na tayo. Be familiarized this one. If ito ang na-encounter yung tanong, choose alliteration, especially if exact lines ang binigay. Tandaan, pag alliteration, not just letters, but also the sound, pwedeng ulit-ulitin. Number 40. If I were not mistaken, I already explained this one in the previous drills. Inisa-isa kong na-explain lahat ng nasa choices. Anyway, the correct answer is option B, war and peace. His apocalyptic views seem to doom the human race. This is to be taken as blank. Prophetic, letter D. Transcendental meditation is practiced in yoga. The correct answer is option A, supernatural. The words inadequate, disembark, uneducated, and illegitimate have prefixes that are negative. Okay, nag-a-add tayo ng prefixes used for negation para maging negative statements. The in charge of the entire publication in the school paper. The correct answer is editor-in-chief, letter A. Movie directors use music to blank the action on the screen. So the best answer is complement, letter B. When a student has familiarity with the sounds of the language, he or she is said to have blank. Tandaan, kapag meaning of various kinds, semantics, while sounds of the language, phonemic awareness. The writer who hides in his pen name Mark Twain is Samuel L. Clemens. Again, he wrote the novels The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. By the way, para di nyo makalimutan ang full and real name ni Mark Twain, memorize nyo lang ang initials ng name niya, SLC. Share ko lang. She is hailed as the goddess of Philippine poetry. The correct answer is Ophelia Alcantara de Malanta. She is also known for the love sonnets she wrote. Number 49. Who wrote Les Miserables? Of course, it's Victor Hugo. Letter B, a French historical novel. Okay, here's the next one. Tandaan nyo lang ang mga highlighted words. A mortal princess and the mother of Heracles. If I were not mistaken, siya yung na-deceive ni Zeus. Nag-disguise as her husband kaya nabuo si Heracles. She kept Odysseus on her island for 7 long years in the Homeric epic Odyssey. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sa pagkakaalala ko, Calypso was a minor goddess and a nymph na na-inlove kay Odysseus. Sadly, hindi siya gusto ni Odysseus. Nakaalis si Odysseus with the help of Athena and Zeus. Orders Calypso na palayain itong si Odysseus. No choice naman si Calypso kaya hinayaan niyang makauwi si Odysseus. He is the most trusted friend of Achilles in the epic Iliad. He is the close friend and confidant of Achilles. He is Patroclus. Which word has the long E sound? The correct answer is meter, letter D. Which word has the same ending sound as the word bench? Ending sound ang tinatanong, so it's letter B, crunch. Good enunciation depends on 4 factors listed below. Which one is not among them? Very self-explanatory. The correct answer is option C, neck. Which sentence below uses a rising-falling intonation? Taas, babang, tono. So the correct answer is, what's your name? Letter A. Number 57. The lines between are taken from which Shakespearean play? Tandaan yan, teachers. The correct answer is The Merchant of Venice, one of the lines from Shylock's speeches in the play. Which road did the traveler take in the poem The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost? So this is a narrative poem by Frost. Anyway, the traveler take the road less traveled means the road which has not been used by many. To punish himself for murdering his father and having sexual relations with his mother, what did Oedipus do? Oedipus punishes himself with painful blindness. Binulag niya yung sarili niya and cuts himself off from the world. Pinatay ni Oedipus ang father niya and had sexual relationship with his mother, pero di niya alam sa umpisa na father niya pala ang napatay niya at mother pala niya ang pinakasalan niya. Anyway, the best answer in this question is letter C, he gouges his eyes out. Brian is completely blank in this course. The correct answer is option B, not interested. If you want to explain this one, comment below and we'll talk about that. That's all for today. See you in the next drills, future LPTs.